Good evening, ladies, as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena. Now, I'm going to take a little departure from what I usually do. Usually I pick the class that I'm worst with. However, because life has just been shitting all over me lately, let's go ahead and pick the class I've been better with. Between Mage and Shaman, the one I'm better with has been Mage, so let's go for Mage. Alrighty. Nerubian Egg, I have found, is one of my favorite cards in the game, but it's just not good in the arena, so I'm going to take the Pyromancer instead. Take the healer here over the other 3 drops. Both these are very good 2 drops, and this is, you know, a bit of a borderline removal spell. I'm going to grab it anyway, though, because it can make some really, really good plays, and sometimes it goes to the opponent's face, which is important if you're going to burn people out. Cone of Cold is like a mini blizzard. I like that a lot. Here, choosing between Violet Teacher and Defender of Argus is tough. I'm going to go for the Defenders. I think the buffing and the taunt is more valuable than the extra minions. Here we can get a really good 5-drop or the Engineer for some early card draw. Let's go for the good 5-drop. I'm sick of losing games because I don't have enough good 5-drops. Flame Strikes, you just got to take that. Big Game Hunter versus Pyroblast. I'm going to go for Pyroblast. It's just fun to burn people out. I'll take Cult Master because it's just good. Another Epic. Alright, well, Doomsayer would have made Nerubian Egg look good. Here we'll take Sea Giant because I think the others are just mediocre. Water Elemental is broken as hell. However, boy, spell damage would be nice with this Cone of Cold. Or the Flame Strike. Water Elemental is broken as hell, but I think that, I mean, there's other good 4-drops in the game. There's nothing else in the game that's 2 mana for a +1 spell damage. I'm just going to go ahead and grab it. I really like having it. Money Berserker is the easy call there. Alright. I have enough meat here, both for the end game and the mid game, given how early I am in the draft. Let's just take some card draw, because I need that at some point. Second Flame Strike over this engine, I think, is a good choice. Now, Mad Scientist, I'll take it, because the Ghoul is, it can be very good, but I'd rather get the earlier drop, and then now I know that I can take a secret if I want to. I'm sick of Zombie Chow coming up late in the game. It's still a really great card early on, but I've got a solid 3-drop choice here, so I'm going to take the Grizzly Foshisley. The Mirror Image is not so great without Mana Worm, although sometimes it can be very, very useful, even if you don't have a Mana Worm to combo it with. I'm going to take the Sorcerer's Apprentice, though, because I think it's a good 2-drop. And it's very, very helpful here. Another one, or the Smith. Don't think I really want to consider Ice Lance here without Frostbolts, so can't go to the face. I've got a Sea Giant, Spectral Knight, and I guess really no meaty 4-drops. I'll take a Spiteful Smith to beef things up. Alright, other Arcane Missiles over the other mediocre stuff. A 3rd Epic. Wow. Well, I hate the Mountain Giant. South Sea Captain's mess, so I'll take the Spellbender. It's unexpected. It's not very good, but Mad Scientist, I might be able to get it for free if I'm lucky. Water Elemental is broken as hell, but we're going to take Frostbolt. I need that cheap removal and the face potential. Of course, Polymorph is great as well. Mirror Entity, I'm sad to pass on, but gotta grab the Polymorph. Ew. Alright, so Undertaker here. What synergy do you have? Nope. Nope. Yes? Nope, 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 nope. 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 Doopity doopity doop. Nothing. Gotta take the Terrible Monkey. Alright, Abusive Sergeant, I suppose, for some buffing. This guy I like a lot, because it's sort of like burn damage. Here we'll take the Mana Worm over the Stormsuck Kasukto. Another Frostbolt seems fine. Alright, this is starting to really come together. Now, Boulder Fist Ogre, I think, is greedy. I've already got Sea Giant, Tiger, Smith, and Spectral Knight. That's 4 pretty expensive creatures. We're going to get the Wolf Rider for some extra burn potential. I've lost a couple of games to just this being a 3-5 for 4, but I don't want to silence my own minions. So it's either the Young Priestess or the Blade Master. It's such a mediocre 3-drop. We'll take the Young Priestess. If you're taking a mediocre card, take the cheaper one. Oh, this is terrible. Bad rares here. Don't want this. It's too expensive. This is bad and this is unplayable. So I guess we'll take the Abomination, but that was a pretty bad pick. Okay, so there were some weak picks there, but I did get several epics. But some of the epics were pretty bad, like Spellbender. You know, isn't anything to get super excited about. So I don't know. I mean, Pyroblast is great. Sea Giant's great. Oh my god, I started taking Mirror Image because it goes well with Sea Giant. That would have been smart. Should have done that. I forgot about that synergy. Of course, I don't know if I got the Mirror Image later or earlier. Whatever. Not gonna stress it. Wes was 12. I don't know what that means. Hey, how old was Wes? Oh, Wes was 12. No idea what that means. Okay, Starting off pretty slow here. Slowly, I should say. Eating some leftover chocolate flakes from a Ziploc bag. Is the opponent off to a fast start? The answer is yes. Well, I don't see a reason to coin into this Pyromancer here. No reason at all. We'll pass the turn. See what he wants to do. Timberwolf. Wow. And Stone Tusk Wolf. Wow, okay. Well, I think this opponent's playing pretty badly because, honestly, he should have just attacked with his Infiltrator. I have a bevy of good options here. I can play the Pyromancer, and then play the coin. It'll kill all of his minions, which would be 3 for 1, with my 1 being the coin. I could also play Arcane Missiles, which are very likely to kill a lot of his stuff, but as tempting as that is, I think I'd rather just kill it all. I mean, Arcane Missiles was really good there, but this seems pretty good. I don't want to play the Arcane Missiles even though I have the mana because the Pyromancer would then kill himself. Well, that was an unusual turn of events. The person got unlucky, but he also played badly. If he's going to play aggro with Stone Tusk Boar and Timberwolf and stuff, he should really have attacked with his Infiltrator. Does he really have an Ironforge Rifleman? That's hilarious. He's due for some luck, though, so I guess I can't complain. Wow. So that Pyromancer killed his whole board, and now I get to kill the Grizzly with it as well, so that was pretty crazy advantage. I can't fathom losing this game with that kind of a start. That is just the kind of thing to make a man smile. Even if I lose the next 3 games from here, I still got to kill 3 minions on turn 2 with Pyromancer coin. So had I taken Nerubi and Egg, it would have been very different. I would have played the Arcane Missiles, but wouldn't have necessarily killed all the stuff. Well, he Arcane Shots the face. That is awesome. If I were a bad-mannered player, I would have said thank you there, but let's not do that. Notice here my hand is clogged with 5s. This is exactly what I hate, but on the flip side, this was a bad draft choice. I mean, not my fault. It was this, or a Murloc, or a assassin dude. He's just not giving any fucks whatsoever. Going all the way for the face. Let's go ahead and Frostbolt this, thanks to the spell damage. It's enough to kill him. And here he's dealt like no damage to me, and we're fine. Losing here seems completely impossible.
The gates are open.
Alright, I think here, might as well use the Abomination. So this guy does hit hard. I mean, at 18, I'm still totally fine with the Hunter who's only got 2 cards, but still. That made absolutely no sense. I mean, I guess it makes, no, I'm sorry, it makes some sense. He gets a card out of it, but he should have done that after doing the trade, because now his Buzzard and Wolf are dead for no reason. I mean, he could have attacked, killed everything, played the Buzzard and the Wolf. Still would have been screwed, but at least, like, he would have been less screwed. Alright, so he would have had, like, a Buzzard and a Wolf here. You know, hitting me for 6. I mean, I would have done it differently. I probably would have just played Arcane Missiles. And I gotta admire how this guy is soldiering on here. A lot of ways to kill the Yeti. I can ping the Berserker, I can Defender of Argus. Let's go for the Defender of Argus, because this just stops a lot of shenanigans. The Priestess. Swing and ping. Could have pinged this for extra damage, but there's no need to rush right now. Let's just play it simple here. Need some more chocolate flakes from a bag. Okay. Can I kill him? This would be what? 6, 8, 10? No. Let's do this. If one of them hits the tiger, then I can kill the tiger with Flame Strike. Which I shall do. Swing and swing, swing. If he draws Deathwing, he could actually win this game. But that's really remarkably improbable. Explosive shot. So my guy does get enraged anyway. City shot comes in. Boy, this game took an awfully long time, considering how badly this man is losing. He did have a lot of removal though. Arcane shot, a couple of kill commands in there, explosive shot. He might have actually won, honestly, with his hand, if he had killed my minions and stuff. If he attacked with the Infiltrator on turn 2, I would have been at 16 damage now, 14. Okay, let's check for stuff. Misdirection was the best secret he could have had. That might kill 2 of my minions. Goes for the face though. So anyway, if it had killed 2 of my minions, I mean, he was. Let's say it kills the tiger.
Hello.
Oh, I didn't mean to say hello. I should have said well played. Then I would have still hit him for 4, down to 3, down to 2 with my hero ability. I mean, that was over. All right, great. I guess it's a little weird how long it took me to kill that guy, given how badly he played and how lucky I got. But it's fine, whatever. We are ready to move on with our groove on. That's the thing people say, right? Move on with your groove on. Pretty sure it is. Definitely sure. Oh yeah, so there's some news on December 8th, of course. Goblins vs. Gnomes is coming out, which is really cool. It's going to be special packs you buy. That is how you acquire the cards. You can also craft them. And I don't know this, but I assume they instantly become available in the arena. I don't think it's like an Naxrammas thing where you have to have the card in your collection to be able to see it in the arena. I think it's just, you know, there. So that means that the arena will all of a sudden change very dramatically. That'll be pretty exciting to see. Hopefully more people will play arena then. You know, and then if more people play arena, then more bad people will be here, all that good stuff. Okay, so we'll play the Berserker here. Don't have the coin this time to kill that guy off with the Pyromancer. Could have played the Mad Scientist, but I figure this forces him to use Shapeshift if he wants the Berserker to die. So the Mad Scientist does not. I figure I'd rather slow him down, especially because he still has the coin. The fact that I only get Spellbender from this is a little bit annoying, but I mean, I'd rather have Mirror Entity 100% of the time. But still, it's some extra value, and who knows. Alright, it looks like he is going to go for the kill here on my minion. So he trades his 1-drop for my 2-drop, but he does have to use his second turn to achieve the trade. Okay, I'm going to play the Mad Scientist here. Normally I'd play the 3-2 over the 2-2, but here, since there's some value to the Mad Scientist dying, I figured I'd take a risk. Next turn I can like attack with the Scientist and ping, for example. Oh, that's not going to be enough, is it though? Ah, Chogun Yeti, fuck. Well, the Pyromancer wouldn't have really helped there. I wouldn't have been able to kill that thing anyway. Hey! Abusive Sergeant. I know at least one viewer is going to be thrilled to see me succeeding with the Abusive Sergeant in this fashion. So the Yeti dies. My Abusive Sergeant can get shapeshifted, of course, but at least he used his coin. And I got this secret out, which could help. If he ends up buffing one of his minions before he uses an attack spell on my minions, which could happen, I could get like a taunting 3-5. If it's like a Mark of the Wild, for example. Alright, so he goes up a card here. Cult Master's not looking so good, but he's slow, which is good. Alright, let's play the Pyromancer, the Priestess, and King of Spades. Now you might wonder, why am I doing this? The Priestess can just get shapeshifted. But again, if he's not, if he's shapeshifting her, then he's not killing or playing other stuff. I figure he's got to play real minions at some point here. My hope is that he plays like a Druid of the Claw and just passes the turn. Then I can play the Cult Master, trade both these in for cards. He's gonna Wrath, which I think if he used the 1 damage, he must have used the 1 damage part. So I'm gonna get a 1/2 out of the deal, and he draws a card. Yeah, so that's actually decent. I've got this thing which now interacts nicely with the Cult Master, giving me a card. I don't really want to play the Cult Master just yet, though. I don't want to reveal that I have it, I'd rather have minions on the board. Can I get another minion like it's Tiger or anything? No, not a chance. Well, I'll play this, but I'm not that excited about it. I really wish I had gotten one of my innumerable 5-drops. This actually could have been a Boulder Fist Ogre, though. Oh god, well, would have played a Boulder Fist Ogre then. Yeah, I probably screwed up not taking Boulder Fist Ogre there. Alright, is he going to play a real card here, or is he just going to keep on shape-shifting my stuff? Because he's going to have to start worrying a bit. I'm at full health, and if he gets too low on health, then I will just be able to sit here and wait till I draw Pyroblast and win. Didn't get any fireballs, which is unfortunate, but Frostbolt is some damage for the face. He really should just play a real minion here, and then I can trade all my stuff and get cards and then win that way. So I feel pretty good, unless he does something that's kind of in between those two extremes. Ah, jeez. Of course. Of course it hit my 2 fragile minions. Naturally, that had to happen. God damn it. Well, we gotta think carefully here. I gotta see what my card is and then decide. Can I catch one break? Well, I already caught a break, didn't I? In that first game, that was a crazy break. Alright, Sea Giant. Can't play it. Naturally. I could Frostbolt this thing, and the problem is then the Pyromancer would get burned a little bit. I could play Cult Master, run that in, draw a card. I'm not getting a better Cult Master than this, so let's do it now. Ah, Ironfur Grizzly. Well, that does give a chance in hell of the Cult Master surviving. Let's see what he's got. I mean, he's got a ton of cards, 8 cards. Pretty high health total. If he can just clear my board out, he wins. I've got him down to what? 14? And then his hero ability cancels out mine. Yeah, it's not good enough. Sea Giant offers me some insurance, but if he just clears my board this turn without playing anything himself again, then I'm going to be in trouble because I can't play the Sea Giant yet. What to do? No silences in this deck, just a polymorph, which I have not drawn yet, so I have something in here that would help if he dropped an Iron Bark, say. Yeti, I'm pretty okay with seeing. Just play another minion, please. Alright, this is good. This is good. Alright, how do we swing this thing? Could trade the... You know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to Cone of Cold. Freeze his team. Ping the Crusader, just to be safe. Now we're going to hit him. 7 damage, which is a lot. And I don't want to commit the Frostbolt to his face, so we'll pass the turn here. Threatening, very close to lethal. Actually lethal, because this is 7, 10, 11, even if he shapeshifts. So he now needs something really good, like an Iron Bark Protector. Even so, I can kill an Iron Bark with Grizzly, Ping, and Flame Strike, and then I get him for 4 with the Cult Master. So I'd love to see an Iron Bark here. Bring it on. Play an Iron Bark Protector. I'd get a card 2 off of the Cult Master. He's gonna bite. So if I'd Frostbolted his face, that would have stopped this biting. But I am getting a card from the Grizzly, so it's sort of a good deal, I think. Abomination is alright. It helps kill him. Alright, well, let's play the Sea Giant. Frostbolt Grizzly. In his fat face. Now, I'm still at full health. I have a Pyroblast somewhere in here that'll kill him. Plus, I'm threatening lethal with the Sea Giant. This will take him down 2 health as well. He's gonna claw. Is he actually gonna hit my Cult Master? That is taking some damage there. He's down to 5 health. War Golem does not actually stop the Sea Giant from attacking him. Okay, so he's trying to bamboozle me with the War Golem, which is exactly what you should do. Oh, no, never mind. He should have passed the turn. I mean, who knows? I might have missed that he had the... that I had the kill. You never know. I've certainly missed it in the past. Alright, so a pretty good start to this run, I dare say. Let's keep on trucking. That's the thing people say, right? Keep on trucking. Man, I'm so glad I picked Mage and not Shaman. Shaman has just been sucking balls for me lately. And by lately, I mean, like, ever since I began my new stats sheet after starting Arena, after Naxrammas came out. A Kate. Hey, speaking of Shaman, there he is. He'll probably beat me now just to spite me. Bad opening hand here. which is to be expected. I do have a heavier deck than I've been drafting lately, but we fix it more or less well. Obviously, it'd be nice to be second here so I could play something on turn 1, but can't have everything all the time. Let's see what this guy wants to do. Oh, I can't see his cards. The sun is shining weird. Okay, there we go. What's he going to do? He just mulligans 1 card, so he seems to like his hand a lot. Mana Worm. Oh, I do have a Mana Worm. I never took Mirror Image though, did I? I took Sorcerer's Apprentice. So I saw the Mana Worm after passing on Mirror Image for Sorcerer's Apprentice. Maybe I should have just taken the Mirror Image, just on principle. It's gonna Lightning Bolt that, which I'm actually okay with because that means he's overloaded for next turn, meaning no totem, no 2-drop. Rock Biter is what you don't want to see here. That's letting him kill this for 1 mana without any sort of repercussions. Doop-a-dee-doop. Yep, alright, that's great. So there's so many good things about this. First of all, he can't play Totem next turn. Second of all, he can't play 2-drop next turn. Third of all, he doesn't have a Lightning Bolt now for this thing or for this thing. Why didn't I play the Berserker? Well, I wanted to try to get this to cash out as soon as possible. So before I draw my Spellbender. Because if I draw Spellbender, I never did pick up another secret Mirror Entity I passed over for Polymorph, which I think is the right move, even if you have a Mad Scientist in the deck. So I want to get this out here as soon as possible. And anything this can kill as well. Alright, he's going to play a 2-drop here, it looks like. Haunted Creeper. Alright, well, not a bad play because that doesn't kill the Mad Scientist, so I can't trigger my secret here. I will play the Grizzly. And I'm... God, I don't know. I'm going to pop this thing. Puts the Mad Scientist closer to death, and I just feel like if you ignore those spiders forever, it can get very annoying sometimes. Next turn, I don't have much to do besides play the Berserker and ping, so I might as well have the spiders ready to go. Ready to be pinged to death. So he's used up a coin to get out of the Overload. He does have Forked Lightning, so it's more Overload next turn. He will use a spider to kill this, and I hope just play a Totem. Okay, Loot Hoarder's fine, I can ping that. He now knows I don't have Mirror Entity, Vaporize, or Ice Armor, so he knows it's something fancy. Let's ping the Loot Hoarder off so he can't kill my Berserker. He does get a card for it. He's overloaded, which is good. I can play this, which is also good. He doesn't have much answers except for Hex, and then I still have the Tiger and the Sea Giant, which would be non-hexable then. Oh my god, are you goddamn kidding me? Jesus Christ, he got the Flame Tongue. Okay, well, I'm going to not use Frostbolt on Flame Tongue because I think putting this out there is important. Hopefully he doesn't have any taunts. Like, I don't want to get a taunt totem right now. That would suck. He's got plenty of cards. I'm not actually ahead on cards at all. That was a pretty annoying turn of events there that he had on his 4-mana Overload 2 turn. He had the Flame Tongue for the spider. Alright, please don't be a taunt. It's a goddamn taunt. Are you motherfucking kidding me? Wow. Well, I hate this, but I have to actually Frostbolt. It doesn't matter which of these I do. It doesn't matter which one, so I'll just do that one, I guess, because that makes me feel less bad about it. Really, though, that Taunt Totem is just the worst thing. So I can't play this. That would be really pointless because it would just die to the Acolyte and give it an extra card. So I'm going to ping his face and actually rather embarrassingly pass a turn here. There's nothing good to do here. That Taunt Totem plus the Acolyte was so obnoxious. If it were another totem, I could have, like, killed the Flame Tongue and then killed this and then actually played some minions. But because of the taunt, it's not going to happen. Alright, he freezes that, which isn't the worst thing that could happen, but it is pretty annoying. He might figure that I've got a Spellbender. I mean, he knows it's... Does he know it's not? I don't think he knows it's not Counterspell, but he's got to be afraid of it. Arcane Missiles is bad. Oh god, Arcane Missiles this is just ridiculous how bad all this is. I can't play any of these minions. Kona Cold sucks. These sucks of all this Acolyte of Pain. He just has like the absolute perfect cards here. That everything was just the most perfect thing it could possibly be for the stuff I had. That's what I get for bad-mouthing shamans. Alright, so he can throw both of these things at my Spiteful Smith to kill it, getting a card in the process. I'm still not able to get ahead of cards. Here's what he's going to do. He's going to cunningly play that to get a card first, which is exactly what you want to do. Okay. Mana Tide is a good thing here. He's probably going to get 2 cards out of it. Unless I get lucky with Arcane Missiles. Fairy Dragon. Okay, so all things considered, that could have been worse. For sure. Alright, let's see how lucky I can get with my arcane missiles. Yeah. Go. Don't hit the face, please. Don't hit the face. That wasn't very effective. Let's do another one. Alright. It's about as well as I could have hoped. So we get to kill off the Mana Tide, play an actual card, play the Young Priestess. So why not? And now he's got 6 cards. I did go down a card with those Arcane Missile shenanigans. Spellbender, though, will hopefully cancel one of them. So it's like 5 to my 4, soon to be 5. If he plays a big minion, I'm pretty screwed. But he could have played a big minion last turn and didn't. So unless he top decked a big one, I should be fine. Stormwind Champion is really good because it lets him kill my Young Priestess. God damn it. So obnoxious. Every time. Alright, we're hanging in there, though. We're hanging in there. So, Yusuf Sergeant, clutch again. Lets me kill the Stormwind Champion. I still have enough mana to play the Spectral Knight. Okay, so I've got 3 cards to his 6, which is down low. But one of these cards might get canceled, might cancel out a spell of his. Or, sorry, the Spellbender might cancel out one of his cards. So it's like 5 to 3, soon to be 4, and I've got a 4-6. He gets the... Oh, man. It's just like he's handpicking his cards here, pretty much. Everything is absolutely perfect. Alright, so here, what do? I think we have to stop this Cobra from killing off the Spectral Knight at all costs. And do I use Cone of Cold here? I can use the Wolf Rider to kill the Cobra, but I think I'd like to hang on to that Wolf Rider. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ping that Cone of Cold like so. Kill this off, play Wolf Rider, kill this off. Alright, he's got 5 cards to my 2, but assuming that the Spellbender cancels a targeted spell, he's got 4 cards to my 2, soon to be 3, and I've still got this 4/4 untargetable guy. See if that counts for anything. He also has a Spectral Knight. God damn. And that thing. Well, this thing's not that great unless he follows up with an Overload card, which thankfully he doesn't. This thing is very annoying, though. Very annoying indeed. Sorcerer's Apprentice is completely unhelpful. Just kill that, play this. When you're losing, play cards, ping his face, because I can't ping that. Pass the turn. Yeah, Spectral Knight was really good for him there. Just couldn't quite get a foothold in this game. I think he's really playing hard around my secret. Man, he's another 5-drop. Gotta be freaking kidding me. And a Wind Speaker. Jesus Christ. Well, that allows this guy to kill off 2 of my things, which he is gonna do just to play it safe. Polymorph. It's gotta happen. Not that jazzed about it, though. So he's got 3 cards to my 0. I don't have any more card draw, so yeah, it's pretty much over. I mean, I got, what, a Tiger in there, and a Smith in there. That's pretty much it, though. He's got a man, it's like he's got such good stuff. And actually, he doesn't even have any spells. Nope, there was nothing in here that he was avoiding the Spellbender for. He just had a pack, you know, we're done here. We just have a pack full of great spells. That's it. No need to keep playing that game. Let's make some more time for useful games that aren't retarded. Well, I badmouth shamans and then I face a shaman who gets perfect cards. What are you gonna do? Could I have played that differently? I think a different drafting choice might have made a difference, but I don't think I could have played that any differently. I mean, he had a Lightning Bolt for the Mana Worm on turn 1, which was good for me, but then he drew out of it with the Forked Lightning and the Flame Tongue on turn 4. If maybe I hadn't popped his Spider for him, I could have done better. Maybe that's it. Maybe I shouldn't have popped a Spider with the Mad Scientist, but I haven't even really calculated all that out. I'm not sure if that would have made a difference or not. Another mage, Based God. Hard to say how good my deck is versus the average mage deck. I'm not going to speculate. This hand seems okay. So we'll keep the Arcane Missiles in case of early, whatever, fairy dragons and stuff. And now I can actually play cards back to back, which I think I will do. Mad Scientist is a pretty good turn 1 coin. Can you pass the turn, please? No Mana Worm, no Mana Worm, no Mana Worm, no Mana Worm. yeah. Badonk. So I've got turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. These are all sort of mediocre minions, but at least I'm on curve. Which you can't always say for yourself. She has a very slow start here, not very likely for a person not to have anything on turn 1 or turn 2. Which I'm okay with. We'll play the Geomancer now, hit her in the face. She can ping this death if she wants to, but that is almost intolerably slow play. It's very difficult to get away with that if your opponent has any kind of decent follow-up. Death Lord. Alright, that's a pretty big player here. I'm gonna put a dumb monkey in front of it. And should I cash out to get my secret? I think I will. I'd rather cash this out like that to get the secret that way than let her just ping it to death, because I might as well get this 2 damage on. I'm gonna need some damage on this guy. 5 drops, really want a 4 drop. So next turn I can guess Arcane Missile. Spellbender's decent against mages actually, because mages have a lot of expensive good spells like Fireball and Polymorph. Frostbolt's not expensive, but it's a good spell to block in any case. We will go ahead and ploink away there. Cone of Cold. Does that happen here? Or Arcane Missiles? I think I'll do Cone of Cold. This is a pretty good time for it. So it was basically a 4-mana Blizzard there. Stuff's frozen. I could throw both these things at the Death Lord to pop him. Oh, right, he's taunting. I can't go past him. I won't do that, though. I'll pass a turn. See what she wants to do. Maybe I can get my Spellbender out on a Frostbolt. And then next turn, you know, I can decide whether Arcane Missiles or just like a big doo-doo would make more sense. Golem's a pretty good card. She pings my face? That doesn't seem right. Should have pinged a minion to work it down. Pyromancer and then Arcane Missiles might be good. I think we're gonna go for it. Because I can then still ping afterwards to finish something off. That was like the worst Arcane Missiles in the history of Arcane Missiles. It missed both of these things that I really desperately wanted to hit. Okay, well, let's ping that. Kill that. Hopefully I get something good. Cult Master, not bad. So we'll kill that and get a card. I mean, Cult Master's not the sexiest thing I could have gotten, but it did give me a card, and now if she pings the Wild Pyromancer to death, I get another card, so it's alright. I'm pretty okay with it. Alright, looks like she decides to give me another card to take that off the board, which is fine by me. And play Water Elemental. Good old Water Elemental. Alright. I think what I'm gonna do here is freeze this. Weird how Water Elemental can be frozen. Play that. Play this. Hit her in the face. Now, something's gonna get a bonus health, which is nice, and if she pings this off, I get a card. Now, is she gonna Flame Strike me? I guess she could just Flame Strike me. I probably shouldn't have done this, because I'm pretty vulnerable to Flame Strike, and then I don't get a card. And this is Spellbender, not Counterspell, so the Flame Strike won't get countered. However, she doesn't know it's not a Counterspell. She might be afraid of it. Nope, she goes for it. It's not Counterspell, and that sucks. Alright, we'll go ahead and play the Smith. Don't see a reason to throw the Mana Worm under the bus here. So I'll ping her face because this thing's going to die to my Spiteful Smith anyway. I didn't want to play the Spectral Knight because I actually want her to try to Polymorph the Smith or Fireball the Smith. That would be half her mana for the turn, and then I'd also get a Spellbender to fire. She knows now it's not Counterspell, so she knows it's either Spellbender or Ice Block. This is fine because it'll die to Flame Strike. It's one of the few 5-drops who does. Play another minion, please. And she actually does play another minion. And she doesn't even hit the Spiteful Smith, so she just lets everything get romps by Flame Strike. I could either play this and make it cheaper, or I could play this and get it buffed. I think buffing it's better. So, Badonk, hit her in the face. Alright, so she's got 5 cards to my 4, but really this Spellbender will counteract one of hers. I hope at some point. This thing's pretty big, this thing's big. Alright, as long as she doesn't play any huge stuff, I should be fine. Which, granted, isn't the safest sentence to say. People are not that unlikely to have huge stuff. Okay, Blizzard also does not get countered by Spellbender. And alright, I'm a little bit slowed down for the moment. You know what I haven't seen yet? I have not seen my Pyroblast a single time. Usually I have very sociable Pyroblasts who like to show up, but not this arena. This is the 4th game, still haven't seen Pyroblast a single time. Alright, this is a good board here. She's getting a little bit lower down. I can hit her for 3 more. She's down to 13. Presume she's got a good follow-up to this. A card is decent. But she really needed something a little bit better this time. Yeah, this isn't as good as she needed it to be. Considering the questing adventurer still just dies. And everything just dies. Not much else she can do here. Alright, Sea Giant arrives at a good time. We'll play the Sea Giant for 4 mana. I think. 8, 11, 14, 15. Let's not go too crazy here. We'll ping that and kill it. We'll kill that thing off, but I'll leave the Gnomish Inventor alone. Hit her for 8 damage. This might be 2 games in a row that Spellbender didn't fire. Luckily in this game it didn't matter that it didn't fire because I should win anyway now. Barring Deathwing, I guess. Always the threat of Deathwing. Big game under Artie again? Damn kidding me! Oh my god, that's so annoying. Oh god, that's so annoying because that wasn't a spell. Wow, I am actually losing all of a sudden. Abusive Sergeant's sure as hell not gonna do it. Alright, well, now I'm ready to kill her with a Pyroblast if it shows up. I guess if I had killed the Gnomish Inventor with my damaged 5-drop, my other one would have lived. Then I could have kept hitting her for 4, so that might have been my mistake this game that cost me. The Abusive Sergeant is totally pointless to play. It'll just get pinged off. I have a few turns left to either get Pyroblast or my other Flame Strike to re-clear her board. Because I kept a card in my hand pretty quickly and just passed my turn, she might be afraid of a Flame Strike. And I also pinged her face. That might make her scared that there's a Flame Strike here. Okay. She's at 10, so I don't need to ping her face anymore. I'm gonna ping this once. I'm gonna take the 7 damage. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it. All I need to do is get Pyroblast or Flame Strike. Only 10 cards left in my deck. Just in case she gets something bigger dropped, I want to save Polymorph for that. And this thing I will ping to death. Alright, she doesn't want to play anything else. I think she's pretty confident I have a Flame Strike. Nope, she's going to play something else. Okay, she could have played this earlier. It came from the left side. She's afraid of a Flame Strike. But now she's going for it. Oh, that's a good drop. Oh my god, that's really good. Alright, so we'll do this. And I will just ping this off to death. Actually, will I? Yeah, I'll ping it off to death. No, what? Does it make a difference? See the thing, does it make a difference for her to be at 9? It really makes no difference. I'll ping this off to death, because even though it would have died to the Abomination anyway, might as well just get rid of it just in case she has a Silencer or a Polymorph. Of course, Polymorph's not going to work because I still have Spellbender, and she might know it. Please be a spell and not a silence minion. Alright, I guess it's a good thing that I used... There we go. Frostbolt, finally Spellbender triggers. So it's a good thing I killed that off, I guess. Because then these two would have both lived if she still had that 4-1. Now the Geomancer actually gets to live. Another Death Lord, wow. Alright. Alright, it's getting pretty down there. Pretty down there. Pyroblast.
Well played.
About time. Good lord. Alright, we got time for one more game. So we'll see if I go in at a comfortable 4-1 or at a very uncomfortable 3-2 to kick off the next video. Huh. Difficult games here. I guess some of my 5-drops would have been better as 4-drops. And maybe Wolf Rider would have been better as Boulder for Stoker, but I'm not 100% confident of that yet. Man, that Big Game Hunter for the Sea Giant. I was like on top of the world when I played that Sea Giant. But Big Game Hunter into Flame Strike was just insane. Yeah. Kamikaze. That sounds like a misspelling of kamikaze. Alright, we'll keep this stuff. It's removal for the early game. I'm not going to keep that 5-drop though, but I do have a lot of expensive stuff here, so we'll hang in there until we can drop our expensive things, I guess, is the game plan with this sort of hand. Abomination. Was handy, I gotta say. In that last game, it was pretty handy. Yeah, alright, we'll say greetings. Hello. Okay, she's got nothing going on. Please play something Wolf Rider can kill. Does not play something that Wolf Rider can kill. Well, I'm gonna do it anyway because I've got nothing next turn, so I might as well just do this and be ready to ping that golem off next turn. Oh no, don't do. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Like capital R. Okay, well, Abusive Sergeant's not so good here. Well, pingity ding. And I'm not really getting ahead. I'm not exactly falling behind. Let's see what he's got here for me. Chill with Yeti. Alright, it's a bit precarious to drop a Abomination in the way of this, but I'll do it. So if he has to run the Yeti into it, it's a big win. If he doesn't have to because he has removal, it's a big loss. Abomination is just a fire and prey kind of minion, because if they have a good answer to it, it's really, really bad that you wasted 5 mana on a 4/4. But if they don't, then it's okay. It can be very good. He's thinking a lot, so that increases the odds that he does not have a good answer to it. He has a good answer to it. I don't know why he was thinking so much. So now you can shapeshift and use the golem, and then the Yeti survives. Okay, so I am doing some damage to him, but he's dealing more damage to me. Freaking Harvest Golem, man. Not cool. Okay, so here we have to use the other Frostbolt to kill that off. I could get fancy and play the Monkey, but I'm not going to. We're just going to play that. Could play the Abusive Sergeant, but that seems pointless. So he's got 6 cards to my 5, soon to be 6. The bigger problem is that he's first to play. He's got a huge advantage here as the first to play with this late in the game, and me with having nothing. Because if he plays big minions here and the Flame Strikes are useless, I'm totally screwed. Well, that qualifies as a big bet. He plays it as the charge. So he's trying to burn me out, it seems. Well, I'm not going to Flame Strike that thing. I'll do this. So if he can kill it, I'll get a card. And then I'm saving myself from damage, so I'm hoping maybe he'll commit more to the board. Very surprised that he played this as a charge. He must think he can burn me out. But I think spending my entire turn just to kill a 4/4 is pretty much akin to conceding the game. He's got removal for the Cultmaster. Now, of course, I'd love to have a Spellbender, but alas, that is not to be. Naturalized. Well, that's a move. That is a move. Okay, so that changes things dramatically. Now I have the card advantage, so if I can hang on, I'm in great shape. Oh, wow, okay. This is turning around, almost as like that game turned around against that mage. So I Flame Strike, and Arcane Missiles will likely kill at least one of these, maybe both if I'm lucky, and I am lucky. Wow, alright, that turned around completely. Now I'm ahead on cards. He's still first to play, but the card advantage is significant enough that I should be in good shape. Unless he gets, you know, counter very lucky. Fairy Dragon's not really going to do it. It's definitely not going to do it. Druid of the Claw, though, is he going to charge at me again? He's going to charge again. I don't know what he thinks is going to happen with that. He really should have played both of them as 4/6s, honestly. But I will just do the other Flame Strike. Dingity ding. And I'm way ahead on cards. Just got to play, like, the Berserker, the Grizzly Defender, put taunts in the way so he can't shapeshift me or charge me. Should be good. Unless he drops like an Iron Bark right here or something silly. But even that, then, like, with all my taunts, I should be able to hang on relatively well. I can actually play all 4 of these minions, buffing these 2. I'm playing the bear to have 3 taunts in 1 turn. Pretty safe from removal. They all have at least 3 health, except for the Abusive Sergeant. He's actually, wow! So that's 3 backwards druids and a backward Ancient of War. I don't know what this guy is smoking. You really should just play this as a 5/10. But anyway, I guess we don't need the Abusive Sergeant yet, so we'll do the Priestess, Berserker, Defender of Argus, and then a Grizzly. That's the turn. Alright, so I can't kill him, but a 5/10 would have killed all my stuff just as easily, but it would have survived a lot more. Now it's just going to take only 2 of my minions to kill this one. And then I should win. I've got cards back here. I've got buffing. That is a remarkable misuse of the flexible druid creatures. Kills my most dangerous minion, which is smart. Plays an Iron Bark, which is also smart. Now this thing is actually protected, I guess, because it doesn't have taunt by the Iron Bark. Alright, I see what you're doing. You crazy dog, you. Use both my Flame Strikes. Sea Giant. I think it's worth playing Sea Giant. Wait, let me draw cards first, then play Sea Giant. Always draw cards first. Ooh, Cone of Cold. That would stop him from attacking. Can't play the Sea Giant then. But it would stop him from attacking. Is that worth it? I could also kill off this thing. I think it's actually worth doing. Let's just freeze his stuff. Ping. I'm gonna play Abusive Sergeant on the Priestess, who's gonna die to Shapeshift anyway. Hit that, like so. And you know what? Why am I even waiting? Surge Sea Giant's gonna be more expensive, but whatever. Let's just kill that Iron Bark. Pass the turn. Alright, so he's used up an Ancient of War and an Iron Bark. I'm ahead on cards. This is protected by the Grizzly. The Yeti's a good minion, sure, but it's not a big deal. Man, that naturalizing the Cult Master cannot possibly have been the correct move. I think this person is just a bad player. At a 3-1 due to a lucky deck. Savage Roar, so he'll be able to kill the Grizzly there. It's fine use of Savage Roar, nothing wrong with that. He's trying to burn me out, but his gas tank is empty here. Alright, so we're going to play the Farseer first. Note that I can do that because then that drops the cost of the Sea Giant. Hit him in the face. So this thing, if I could drop Pyroblast, which again is in the bottom like third of my deck, will win me the game. He can't possibly kill me here, nothing would deal 10 damage. Deathwing would win him the game. Why do I always comment on Deathwing? I don't know, it's just my specialty. I always comment on whether or not Deathwing wins my opponent the game or not. Wolf makes no difference. And he does decide now to play it slow. Alright. Let's think about this. So, he's got 7 damage, 8. I would be down to 7 health. Nothing can deal 7 damage to me that a druid has. Not even the Force of Nature. Savage Roar deals 6 damage. Yeah, I count that there's nothing he could play that would kill me, so I'm going to hit him in the face. Because this way... I've got him down, ready to kill with my Giant or with a Pyroblast, and he really should be start killing my Sea Giant here. So he's got the Savage Roar, but if I counted correctly, I really hope I counted correctly. Yeah, he's got 7, 11, plus he's 14 damage. It's not enough. So this is where careful counting is quite important. Like I counted that if he got a Savage Roar, he would not kill me, and that's why I hit him in the face. So Pyroblast. Well, we gotta do this. Well played. Yeah, Force of Nature and Savage Roar both dealt 6, and Druids don't have a way of dealing 7 that I can think of. There's no King Crush or anything. He sent me a friend invite. Alright, as a bonus round here, I will accept his friendship. And, can I chat with him? GG, I'll say. By the way, you can go. You can like the video. You can subscribe to my channel. All that good stuff. I'm just seeing if we're gonna get some bad manners. What was your secret? Spellbender. it was like the worst possible secret. It didn't trigger in like 3 different games, or at least 2 different games. Ah, this guy's nice. All right. Well, anyway, goodbye everyone. I'll see you soon with some more Hearthstone. Bye.